It is Wednesday, and I'm dropping the full card predictions. What the fuck is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to go commentate the Extreme Fighting Organization's return, XFO Outdoor War, going down August 9th. We're going to have a stacked card, 5 p.m. at Side Outs in Island Lake. Come say what's up to your boy. I'll be back on the microphone with the great and powerful Matt Locasio. Dan Lardy got the band back together. Come see us August 9th in Island Lake. Super happy to be back on the microphone doing color commentary. That's my favorite thing to do. I'll come and talk to you guys, okay? I'm going nowhere. But my going out. Am I going in and out? Am I back? Jesus, this internet. All right, I'm going through the full card predictions rapid fire. Why am I doing it on Wednesday? Because my family wants to hang out with me or something. I don't know. They like me or something. They keep making plans. We're going to knock out the full card predictions early before I get on this airplane. Let's fucking do it. First fight of the night, Gabriela Fernandes and Julija Stoliarenko. I got Gabriela Fernandes. She beat up Kong Wang. That's impressive. Stoliarenko, pretty much a jiu-jitsu threat. I do think Gabriela Fernandes gets this thing done. I'm going to predict it goes late, though. Uros Medic and Gilbert Urbina. My confidence is growing in Gilbert Urbina as we get closer. I did get to see Uros Medic a couple months ago at the gym. He's been training with, Giga Chikadze. He's been training with Vinicius. I'm forgetting his last name. PFL fighter, tall, skinny dude, just fought Brent Primus. Sorry, Vinicius. I trained his girlfriend a couple months ago. I think Uros Medic is still the pick, although Gilbert Urbina is going to try to out-grapple him. Probably to a decision. Joselyn Edwards versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Priscilla Cachoeira, as long as she doesn't gouge Joselyn Edwards' eyes out, I think Joselyn Edwards should win this thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Priscilla Cachoeira tried to rip the eyes out of her opponent a couple of years ago, and I don't forget about these things. That's fucked up, Priscilla, okay? So fade Priscilla. I'm going with Joselyn Edwards. She just had the best performance of her career in her last fight. That was against Chelsea Chandler. Priscilla takes too many shots. Priscilla Cachoeira gets hit more than she hits other people. That's not good, especially when you're fighting a decent kicker in Joselyn Edwards. I think Edwards gets it done. Elijah Smith taking on Toshiomi Kazama. I think Toshiomi Kazama is getting cooked here. I think Elijah Smith is way better at striking and wrestling. Toshiomi Kazama, good on the ground too, like a submission threat again, but probably can't get it there. And I think Elijah Smith is going to light him up like a Christmas tree. It's not July. I was going to say Christmas in July. Not quite working, Mike, but I think Elijah Smith will make it work. I think he's getting this finish via knockout. Julius Walker taking on Rafael Cerqueira. Got to go with Walker. He's fought better competition. He's more well-rounded than Cerqueira. I think he probably takes him down, gets him out of there on the ground. Cerqueira, powerful striker, surely a puncher's chance, a kicker's chance. I think Julius Walker gets him to the floor, gets him out of there. Eryk Anders versus Christian Leroy Duncan. I think Christian Leroy Duncan lights Eryk Anders up. Eryk Anders just beat the old man Chris Weidman, not the champ, not the one with is it the second most title defenses in middleweight? No, you got to give it to Izzy. So third most title defenses. Anderson Silva, by far, longest reigning champ. Israel Adesanya, and then Chris Weidman. That's not the guy he beat, though. Chris Weidman's out of his prime. I don't think Eryk Anders is much more than a wrestling threat here against Christian Leroy Duncan. I like the speed of Leroy Duncan. I like the power. I think he gets to the target, gets Eryk Anders out of there. Miles Johns versus Gene Matsumoto. I'm on the dog. I got Miles Johns. A lot of people hate that shit, which I get. Gene Matsumoto might be able to just outpoint him at range. It's a pretty 50-50 fight in my eyes. I do think the kicks could work a little bit for Gene Matsumoto. A little taller, a little longer. Miles Johns more so got a bomb on you with heavy shots, not a high output. I think he puts a couple big shots on Gene Matsumoto. I got to say, I thought Gene Matsumoto was overrated, picked against him in the last fight. That worked out for me, and I'm going for it again, man. Miles Johns is a dog. Andre Fili versus Christian Rodriguez. Andre Fili was decent. People talk about him like he's this great veteran, such a great striker. What the fuck? Guys, he's been always gatekeeper level. What are we talking about? Christian Rodriguez is getting better. He's beaten a lot of prospects. Now it's time for him to beat a veteran, right? There's this narrative out there that, oh, Christian Rodriguez, all he can do is beat prospects. He can't hang with the big dogs. He can't hang with a veteran in the UFC. What are we talking about? That's reasoning by analogy. We don't do that over here. We think from first principles, okay? And in a fist fight with an aging Andre Fili, I think Christian Rodriguez is going to be able to shine. I think he gets all 3 rounds, if not at least a 29-28 on the scorecards. Christian Rodriguez with a good output, really hard to hold down, and a little bit sharper with the kicking game. Iasmin Lucindo versus Angela Overkill Hill. I'm going dog Angela Hill. Very slight lean. I mean, Iasmin Lucindo's good. They're both 5'3". That makes no fucking sense to me. I stood next to Angela Hill. She looked like 5'6". So, and Iasmin Lucindo looks short to me. I'd be very interested to see this one at weigh-ins. As long as they're not, one person's barefoot, one's in gym shoes type thing. I do believe that the long rangey striking of Angela Hill could come into play here. I'll lean towards her. Steve Erceg versus O'Day Osbourne. Damn. My cousin Tyson is heavy on Erceg. He sent me this fight like it was a joke. I don't believe in Steve Erceg. Okay, he might be my long lost brother. I think is better at range. I think his takedown defense might be good enough. I mean, we have to see the matchup. Steve Erceg definitely better on the ground, but will he get it there? How good are his shots? Like, I'm not that impressed by the wrestling and by the striking. I mean, Kai Kara-France put him the fuck out. I got to learn from watching that shit and be like, all right, he's vulnerable on the feet. Like the way he was missing his shots and kind of leaving his head on the center line, that Muay Thai style is not enough. O'Day Osbourne can cook guys like that. So I think O'Day Osbourne with a close decision here. Maybe he gets taken down one round, loses a round, but I think O'Day Osbourne can out kickbox him at range. Roman Dolidze taking on Anthony Hernandez in the main event of the evening. Roman Dolidze is a powerful, powerful motherfucker. Roman Dolidze is a different type of matchup for Fluffy Hernandez. So I'm going to go Roman Dolidze. It's a slight lean, though. Again, Fluffy Hernandez is sharp with his boxing, higher output than Roman Dolidze, less power. Roman Dolidze clips you hard. You saw him getting free in that last fight versus Marvin Vettori. He was throwing fucking back fists, spinning back elbows and shit. He was getting creative. I think that he can do some of that here once he starts to open up against Fluffy. He just has to get his respect with a big shot, and Roman's good at that. Roman will punch you, kick you hard, and you go, fuck, man, I better fucking take it easy. This might be a 5-round fight. I better not rush in. I might get caught. He puts the fear of God in people. That's what you're going to need to do to Fluffy Hernandez, because make no mistake, Fluffy Hernandez likes to march forward. He likes to put high output. He's always been the better grappler. Here's a time where he's going to be challenged in that department. I'm going with the big, strong, durable, just went 5 rounds with Marvin Vettori, Roman Dolidze in the main event, and that's a dog play as well. Lots of dogs on this card. I'm dog hunting. I see some of your comments, Mike, the dog season's over. Don't tell me, okay? Because I'm going for it. I believe that we're going to get some dogs on this card. All right, if you want to see my bets, underdog play. I mean, I listed my favorite, for me, my favorite bet on this whole card is actually an under-over, and it's plus money. That's my lock of the night. I'm on a 4-week lock streak. Let's make it 5. DM at Mike Finch Show on Instagram if you guys want to see who I am betting on. My biggest bets are over there in Premium Channel. You just download Telegram. We write out the entire blurb. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's my boy T, and we put, I upload my video. Fucking crank it out for y'all. All right? And I'm super excited for Chicago. I've already got multiple bets for the Chicago card. Very, very fucking excited. It's my hometown. In my hometown. Adele? You guys got that one? How about Morgan Wallen, Hometown? Okay? I got hometown songs, and I'm going to be feeling nostalgic because they haven't been to Chicago in like 5 years, 6 years. Blasphemy, UFC. That's not what you told us last time you went to Chicago. Yeah, we'll be back soon. Bro, you ever seen a 6-year-old kid? That's how fucking long it's been since the UFC's been to Chicago. Get your act together, UFC. They brought a fucking fire card at least. Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. Say no fucking more. I'll be back on Monday with most confident picks. This weekend, again, I'll be doing commentary in XFO. Sunday, I'll be on the Chain of Lakes somewhere, So if you know the world famous Chano Lakes in Illinois, that's where I'll be on Sunday. I will see you guys Monday night. Enjoy the fist fights. And again, DM at Mike Finch Show on Instagram if you want to see premium channel. We're also about to drop the first video preview for MMA University. That will be out next week. Super excited for you guys to see what I've been working on. All right. Until next time, it's peace and love.